How do bile ducts form an intricate network in the liver? Imagine a tiny, bustling city within your body where a complex network of roads carries vital supplies. That's what the bile duct system in your liver is like. It all starts at the microscopic level inside the liver's tiny units called lobules. Within each lobule, liver cells known as hepatocytes produce bile, a fluid essential for digesting fats. These cells secrete bile into very narrow channels called bile canaliculi, which are like tiny alleyways between neighboring hepatocytes. These canaliculi are so small that they can only be seen under a microscope, but they serve as the first step in a long journey. From these narrow channels, bile flows into slightly larger structures called the canals of Hering. Think of these as transitional roads connecting the tiny alleyways to bigger highways. The canals of Hering then drain into small intralobular bile ducts located within each lobule. These ducts are like small streets that collect bile from multiple canaliculi. As they move outward, they join larger interlobular bile ducts situated between the lobules, acting like main roads connecting neighborhoods. These interlobular ducts continue to merge, forming even bigger intrahepatic bile ducts. These larger ducts eventually converge into the right and left hepatic ducts, which drain bile from the respective sides of the liver. Outside the liver, these two ducts come together to form the common hepatic duct. This main duct then joins with the cystic duct from the gallbladder, creating the common bile duct. This final pathway carries bile to the small intestine, specifically to the duodenum, where it helps break down fats during digestion. The flow of bile into the intestine is carefully regulated by a muscular valve called the sphincter of Oddi, which opens and closes to control bile releases. The entire network is lined with specialized cells called cholangiocytes, which form tight junctions and have a polarity that helps maintain the structure and function of the ducts. These cells also modify bile as it passes through, ensuring it stays healthy and effective. The basement membrane surrounding the ducts acts like a barrier, keeping the bile separate from the bloodstream and supporting the integrity of the entire system. This branching and merging pattern is essential because it allows the liver to efficiently collect and transport bile from every corner of the organ. When this system works smoothly, it supports digestion and keeps the liver healthy. But if any part of this network gets damaged or blocked, it can cause problems like bile buildup, inflammation, or scarring. Over time, chronic issues can lead to serious conditions such as cholestasis or even bile duct cancer. Understanding how these ducts form and function helps doctors diagnose and treat liver diseases more effectively. In summary, bile ducts form a highly organized, hierarchical network starting from tiny canaliculi between liver cells, progressing through a series of increasingly larger ducts, and finally merging into main ducts that carry bile out of the liver. This intricate system is vital for keeping your digestive process smooth and your liver healthy. Always remember, if you have concerns about your liver or bile ducts, it's best to consult a healthcare professional for personalized advice.